G'day everyone, Marc here from Marc and Cars. It's been a while since I've had a chance to get a video up, and today we just recently passed 100 subscribers, so thank you everyone for your support and watching the channel. Those of you that haven't subscribed yet, have a think about it. Check out my other videos. If you like what you see, do think about clicking that subscribe button and the notifications bell. So anyway, let's enjoy these couple of cars I've got here to show you today.
In my blue striped car, she's riding shotgun and she looks like a star. Yeah, she's got the style that makes you. So
as you can see, we've got a couple of really nice cars here. We've got a 356 and a GT3. Both cars have, you know, very track influence, as you can see. The GT3 speaks for itself, the reason Porsche invented it. The 356 is a very well campaigned car. It's a 356 SC, UK delivered, right-hand drive. It has been really, it's got a long history, as we'll talk to the owner about shortly. The SC here is, you know, really at the end of the production of run of cars, being an SC, 1965. GT3 is a 996 Generation 2, which is sort of like the last of the good-looking ones if you ask a lot of people. Narrow body, big aero, cage, big seats, the whole thing. So it's a, you know, great driving car, and I guess we just should talk to the owner about really why he's got the two extremes of entertaining car driving. This is Michael Broughton. Michael, thanks very much for sharing your cars with us today.
Pleasure, Marc.
So Michael, I've sort of given the viewers a little bit of a rundown on your cars and what models and that they are, and let's just hear about your experience with the cars. I'd really like to talk about your 356 first, because I know that you've had that car a lot longer. And so, tell us about the car. When did you get it? What have you done with it? What's been memorable?
Sure, Marc. Had the car over 30 years. UK delivered, as you mentioned. When I bought it, the panel beater rang me and said it's a basket case. He said it's filled with rust and bog. So, in desperate panic, I rang America, and we managed to get an American body. Has the external fuel filler tank, so we put on the rotisserie and did the full restoration. The motor was an A-series motor originally, so then we looked for a 356 SC motor, found one in America within 200 numbers of the original.
Wow.
Because that was the year they were bringing 911s out, so no one wanted 356s.
Yep, good on.
So since then, I've tracked it lots. It's done Phillip Island twice, the Adelaide Motorsport event twice. I'm in the Vintage Sporting Car Club, so we do round the houses, Collie, Barbagallos, and so it hasn't led a sheltered life. Yeah,
sure. Now, just for viewers who aren't from Australia, Phillip Island, what type of racing is that?
It's a wonderful circuit. We still do what they call regularity, because it doesn't have a roll bar.
Yeah, sure.
But generally you disregard the regularity and go as fast as you can.
Yeah, okay.
Within reason. So it's a lot of fun, and everyone has some, it's a big historic meet, so everyone has a lot of lovely cars. Sure. And none of us really want to bang fenders, so great. We still have fun.
Mm-hmm. We've, as the viewers have seen, we've got a pretty focused race seat in the car, as opposed to the original seats that were in there. I imagine that adds a little bit more support.
Totally, yeah. You save a couple of seconds just by having a racing seat.
Is that right? That much of a difference?
I endured the original seat for probably 25 of the years, and I had the harness on so tight I could barely breathe.
Yeah,
so
okay, sure.
Now I can sit in the nice race seat and just concentrate on driving.
Yeah, fantastic. And I see you've got a harness in there still that you use occasionally, and just a normal seat belt for
got
driving
lap
around.
sash for around the suburbs, and a full 6-point harness for keep me in there when I'm racing.
Yeah, good one, good one. And the Martini theme on the car, always been a sympathiser, have you?
Yeah, I have, and they've got a long racing history, so I thought that was the appropriate stripes to put on it. We took all the bumpers off and metal filled everything.
Yes.
And I've got everything stored away for posterity for later.
Okay. So yeah, basically for when the kids have to get rid of the car.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay.
Sell it from underneath me.
Yeah, sure. And look, you got a pretty strong automotive theme in the garage on all the with the wall art and stuff like that around the place. And this looks like it's been collected quite a bit over the years as well.
Yeah, every time I go away, I go to Goodwood several times, and always looking for a bit of memorabilia, you know, the little man cave.
Yeah, fantastic.
Pity it's not bigger and not high enough to have a hoist, but I'll live with that.
So with the 356, tell me, being a right-hand drive and an external fuel filler, for viewers that aren't aware, right-hand drive cars still maintained the under the hood fuel filler for the cars that left the factory. So I'd be pretty interested what you've done with the fuel tank itself.
It's a long range tank. I've got a 50 litre tank in there.
Yeah, sure.
That and the jack and a fan belt is about all I can fit in there.
Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah. Did you do the trip to Tasmania with a Porsche club in this car?
Did do the trip.
How'd you go with the luggage?
Pretty moderate, you know. We had to. Everything was soft, of course, crammed in the back.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah, we did 3,500 miles. Didn't miss a beat.
Yeah, fantastic.
I changed the fan belt outside the bend in Nuriupta in South Australia.
Yep, I know the
that
place.
was all I had to do.
Yeah, cars are reliable, and you know, they've been running that long for a long time.
For sure.
Yep. And the GT3's a new addition to the garage recently.
I thought long and hard about another car, obviously a faster car. GT3 is the pinnacle, and then I did the research, and there's two, Gen 1, Gen 2. This is the GT3. It's the last of what they call the analogue cars. It's a narrow body, 381 brake horsepower, nothing but a limited slip diff. So I'm learning to drive with caution at places like Barbagallo.
Out of curiosity, how much difference in lap times between the two cars for you as the driver between the two while you're learning to drive the GT3?
Oh, I think there'd be a good 10 seconds at Barbagallo.
Wow, that much?
Yes.
Well, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And Barbagallo's a relatively short circuit too.
That's right.
So it's pretty interesting that it's that much. You've had pretty good support from the car clubs on teaching you how to drive a GT3, have you, from other owners?
I've done a couple of, several advanced driving courses, been to Mount Cotton, been over in England, and done things at Brooklands, and I've done Brands Hatch, I've done Nürburgring, I've done Spa, I've done lots of track stuff. But unfortunately, I started too late, Mark. You know, should have started when I was go-kart era.
Yeah, okay, sure. With regards to, we can just talk about the GT3. Has it had any modifications?
None at all.
Okay, so it's as it left the factory, pretty much.
As it left the factory, it's been set up for racing, which is the beauty of the GT3 is it has fully adjustable front and rear suspension for that. It had a full roll bar. We've just got half roll bar. So it makes it eligible for events which I can't take this in because I don't have a roll bar. So
okay then.
Best of both worlds.
Yeah, and do you have any upcoming events planned for the GT3?
More at Barbagallo. Want to do the new track at Collie, of course.
Okay, yes.
And talking about doing Bathurst.
Wow.
Next time that comes around,
Yeah,
ship the cars over and do that.
Have you driven the circuit in the past?
Never.
Okay,
Never.
Sure. Yeah, great.
And there's a couple more on the list. Winton is one, so I'm hoping with the 356 maybe next year to do.
They do have a historic event there, don't
Phillip
they?
Island, Winton, and I think Sandown.
Okay.
Within a reasonably close proximity to each other. So ideally we'll take the car over and do all three events.
Yeah, that'd be fantastic, wouldn't it?
Would be great.
The and with the 356, can we talk about the modifications on that car? Look, they look like they're pretty thorough because you've had the car for so long. You would have done a lot and changed a lot over the years.
Had the motor fully rebuilt 12 months ago.
Ah, yes.
It's got a 1720 big bore kit.
Yep.
Originally it was 95 horsepower. It's rated at 120 brake horsepower now. Realistically, it's 80 brake horsepower at the wheels.
Sure, okay.
So I can drive it hard and not really get into trouble.
You hope.
I hope.
Yeah, good one. And the gearbox, did that get overhauled at the same time, did it?
Yes,
Yeah,
it did.
That's very sensible.
Yeah, very.
And has it still got standard 356 brakes in it?
Still got the four-wheel discs, of course. And what else? It also has a limited slip diff, which
does it?
Yep.
Where did that come from?
Factory option.
Oh, really? It's got an option. Wow. Okay. And I've not heard of anyone that actually spec that on their cars.
I didn't realise it until I had the gearbox.
I'm sure. Yeah, when they break it open, they go, "What do we do with this thing?"
Yeah, we don't need this bit or that bit.
Do you want this back in there? I'd be pretty curious to do a car swap with you sometime to see what difference that LST makes in the car.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it's fantastic. And with regards to the reliability of the 356 on the track? Have you had any problems on the track at all?
Never had a thing. Brakes handled magnificently, and the car never misses a beat. I never take it over 6. In theory, it can do 7.2.
Wow,
with the Corello rods in it.
Yeah, sure.
So it's an undestructible bottom end. But
has it still got the factory crank in it?
good question.
Not sure?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, okay. I see you've got a set of Fuchs wheels on the car, painted red. Is this the, have I seen other wheels on this car in the past?
I've got a set of road tyres on Michelin's for just
Oh, yeah, over in the corner
driving.
there. Yeah, good one.
And I've got Hoosier racing rubber on these, which I just use for track events.
What's your opinion of the Hoosier rubber?
I love them.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I love them. In fact, Albany, I don't have a car or a trailer, so I drive the car down, race it at Albany, and then drive it all the way back.
Sure. Earplugs?
No, I just love the motor.
Just yell at the missus all the way down.
That's right. Or the dog.
Yeah, or the dog. Yeah, good one. All right then. Well, look, I really appreciate you sharing your cars with us,
My pleasure,
I'm
Marc.
sure the viewers have enjoyed having a look at the cars, and look forward to getting out for a drive with you again sometime soon.
We'll do that. Swap cars, have some fun.
Sounds like a treat.
All right.
Thanks very much, Michael.
My pleasure, Marc. Lexi.
Nip me on the back of the leg.
You little blue heeler in it. Come in here, Lexi.